That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. That is what Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon, said on July 20th, 1969. Since we have remembered, humanity has always wondered what is beyond Earth. Where the stars belong, or is there other of us? Many of us question this and theorize this, but with now society being at its technological highest, we have now increased where we can interstellar travel. The closest thing in our solar system for interstellar travel to be habited is our red planet, Mars. Mars is the closest thing to us. And I will show you how the science community is preparing, acting, and theorizing on how we can live in Mars. In 2020, NASA is going to send the Curiosity rover, which is gathering radiation data to protect us from future astronauts. And also upcoming in 2020, Mars rovers will be studying availability of Martian resources, even including oxygen. We also have the International Space Station, a space station up in space that helps astronauts learn about what it takes to live and work in space for long periods of time, which helps benefit us on learning how to deal with the gravitational pull of Mars. We are also working with our commercial crew and cargo partners to provide access to low Earth orbit and eventually simulate new economic activity, allowing NASA to continue the station while preparing for missions beyond. People are investing. Facebook, Google are all investing in the gravitational orbit of Earth and such as Mars. We are now acting on this. NASA's Kennedy Space Center in Florida will carry out a mission by the Orion spacecraft, which will not carry any astronauts. Thousands of miles beyond the moon during the exposition of 3-week mission. Also in the 2020s, we'll send astronauts on a year-long mission into deep space proving ground, verifying habitation and testing our readiness for Mars. We have now become one step closer in getting into the moon and living in Mars. We have also, as a society, have now benefited on learning on how we should change into our planets. We are no longer bound to Earth. We have become Earth independent. We are building on what we've learned on the space station in deep space to send humans to low Mars orbit in the early 2030s. Science missions have an independent phase. The next rover, due to 2020. We have also conducted a round-trip robotic demonstration mission with a sample in return of late 2020s. With everyone evolving, with technology growing, with people advancing and wanting more, we are no longer to be bound by Earth. We have now found new ways. For the next couple of years, Mars will be our destination. Will now try to colonize it, grow as a society, as humanity has grown to evolve. We have now have an international station. We are now testing astronauts on how we can live. People of this Earth will no longer be called just by one planet. They will be called Mars, their home. I thank you very much for this essay.